Hello everybody, welcome back to Made at Midnight, and in this first attack I'm going to be showing you how to make AQ charge easy. And to make an AQ charge easy, we just have to get rid of the most problematic defense to an AQ charge, which is our defenses that are farther than 4 tiles past the wall where the AQ cannot reach. So in this case it's the monolith, and we're just going to be combining a giant arrow with 2 EQs and 3 lightning spells to get rid of it. So I'm creating a funnel over here on the left. I'm taking care of that mortar, letting the Yeti might spring forward, take out some extra defenses, funnel over on the right, taking out this remaining mortar. I want my flame flinger to take out the Inferno Tower on the left, and then work down, take out the multi-archer tower, and specifically take out this fire spitter, because my AQ is going to be approaching from the opposite direction later in the raid. So 2 EQs down, weaken surrounding defenses, and most importantly, to distract builder huts. Also, if there were to be a spell tower there, you can take out a spell tower with only 2 EQs and a giant arrow. So that's extra bonus whenever you run into that. So now we have this nice little AQ charge. There's no defenses where the AQ can't reach anymore. So we can just take our time, and we are using ice golems, and we're just dropping them in front of the AQ, using them to stall up the enemy defenses. No defenses around this Inferno Tower, so direct target the Inferno Tower with 4 Rocket Loons. 4 Rocket Loons to take out an Inferno Tower, also 4 Rocket Loons to take out an Expo. So use BK, EQ Boots, open up the core, Spikey Ball, take out some defenses, manage to clip this Rage Tower down here at the bottom. Send in Rocket Loons to protect the healers. We also have Sneezy with a projectile to help target or help protect the AQ healers. And you'll notice we have the Warden right behind the AQ, and the Warden is running Eternal Tome with the Rage Vial. So whenever our AQ encounters a bunch of defenses that she can't deal with, we just pop the Eternal Tome. And now we have the RC actually stepping up with the AQ. We can Eternal Tome all 3, the RC, Warden, and AQ, and still just sprinkling ice golems down to pause up these defenses. And you can see there's nothing left of this base anymore. We just have a ricochet cannon up the top with an expo. We have a remaining ice golem that will stall it up, and base is over with. So yeah, these what used to be kind of difficult island monolith bases, you should see those and just kind of laugh, because all you have to do is zap and giant arrow it. And also notice we're swagging 5 spells, so we could have just used 7 spell space to zap out the monolith and kept the AQ ability, in which case we would use Magic Mirror and the Giant. Also, Magic Mirror and Giant on the EQ under Warden Eternal Tome in the core is absolutely deadly. So up to you, but I wanted to swag as many spells as possible with that attack, so that's what I chose to do. Alright, so now we have headshots, and he's going in with Warden, Rocket Loons, Fireball. He's got the Angry Jelly on the Warden, going to clear out as many defenses between his intended target and the Warden as possible. Angry Jelly is perfect for that. Notice the range of the clan castle. He just sent that 1 Rocket Loon there. Now he's just sending 1 more Loon. He knows that's going to go to the Tesla. He knows that's going to stay away from the range of the clan castle. A few more Loons sprinkled in to help deal with this Tesla farm over here at the right. Angry Jelly ability ran out, so now he just pops the Fireball, EQs, takes out the clan castle. Now he's got 2 very nice channels, one on the right and one up the left, where he just dropped the BK to walk his heroes in. Warden at the right, AQ, BK at the left. And also, mind you, this is C1 CWL, and headshots just absolutely destroys with this strat. He's got the log launcher over here at the left. He's going to open up these walls going towards the town hall. Going to open up this next wall compartment so his BK can walk in a little bit farther towards his scatter shot, not have to use his EQ boots right away. And yeah, headshots, I believe he does this strat because he loves the control. This strat, he's able to just pick apart the base and not leave anything to chance. So now we got super minions coming out of the log launcher. They're taking out this Fire Spitter, sneaking in a Headhunter to help the AQ deal with enemy minion prints, and I believe he's running these super minions to help test for air traps. I'd be interested to know if, yeah, look at all these air traps right by the clan castle that these super minions just soaked up. Typically I always see 3 Yetis in the log launcher, so excellent base recognition. So now just a skeleton spell, distract that monolith, RC ability, outranging this ricochet cannon, base is absolutely destroyed, and headshots, always a swagging an RC or a bunch of spells. So definitely give this strat a try and have a lot of fun with it, because it's definitely one of the most fun strats in the game if you know what you're doing. Alright, so here we have Merrick. He's also from American Bears along with headshots. Currently 21st in the world. Well done, guys. I love seeing it. So make sure to show them some support as they're competing. And here we go. In from the right side. Merrick is going after this Fire Spitter. Going to activate this Rage Tower. And I noticed that with a lot of his hits, he likes to take out at least one Fire Spitter. Also, he's running the Giant Arrow, so he doesn't have a haste to chew through this base really fast. So the fact that he's taking out this big of a section of the base without the haste vial is pretty impressive. And he likes using the Rocket Spear, because with the Rocket Spear he can outrange Ricochet and multi-archer towers on the back end. One more invis, taking out this multi-archer tower, pushing up, and notice he's lured the clan castle. There's a furnace and some ice golems, so he drops the poison on the furnace, puts an archer within range of the mortar on the left side to pull the ice golems to the left in the poison, and then he puts an archer and a super barb on the right side to put the ice golems back in the poison. Like, this is absolutely 100% pro level play right here. And now these ice golems are one shot. Got the BK on the outside. Phoenix, I believe, since he put him on the outside, he's got Snake Bracelet. Yes, Snake Bracelet. Sneezy on the Warden. Sneezy with the projectiles are OP. Helps pull all these red air bombs. Keeps your healers alive a lot of times throughout the entire raid, and a lot of times Sneezy survives the entire raid. BK still working on the outside, keeping all the troops in the inside. Notice he overgrowth the remaining Fire Spitter, allowing his troops to get in behind the Fire Spitter when the overgrowth wears off and to take it out. And you'll see the Rocket Spear, he just got done outranging the multi-archer tower, was able to take one shot on this ricochet cannon. So yeah, I really like that spell or hero equipment combination that he runs for his Root Rider attacks. The Giant in the core, distracting. Giant, absolutely OP. It's like having a second BK. Alright, here we have Dennis, and he's going in with another Rocket Loon attack. Taking out this mortar. A lot of times it just takes 2 Rocket Loons, sometimes 3 if there's a builder hut close. Notice this Expo close to the edge. He was able to direct target that with 4 Rocket Loons and remove it. 4 Rocket Loons for an Expo, 4 Rocket Loons for an Inferno Tower, 2 Rocket Loons most times for a mortar. Drops down the Invis, direct shots the Monolith, EQs around, 2 EQs for Monolith with a Fireball, and now he's dropping in his AQ to take over the charge. And that's a really nice thing with the AQ. You can create the pathing with the Warden Fireball, drop AQ in to then take over the healers and finish out the charge. And the benefit of using the AQ with the Warden is AQ does nearly twice as much damage as the Warden and has nearly twice as many hit points. So the AQ can take a lot more damage and she can deal a lot more damage. And it's really fun combining those two, getting a nice AQ charge. So he's creating a funnel over here on the left with the BK. So now he's going to have to rely on some wall breakers to push in towards this core. I don't see too much for wall breakers, so he's going to have to really rely on these BK EQ boots. Alright, BK EQ boots, he's going to have to send RC in towards the town hall. He's also got Sneezy on the Warden, And since he was able to fireball and take out the enemy clan castle right away, it was okay to use the Sneezy. But a lot of times, if you are trying to do a fireball next to a clan castle and you have a Sneezy on the Warden, the projectiles will actually lure out the clan castle, the air targeting clan castle, and you'll have to deal with them with the Warden. And the worst thing that can possibly happen when you lure out the clan castle is there's furnaces inside, and then the fire mites turn and hit your healers. Because a lot of times, if your Warden's walking one way, the Sneezy projectiles will go the other way, trigger the clan castle, and completely wreck your raid. So awesome hit to Dennis. It's always fun seeing these Warden Rocket Loon attacks. Here we have Kupo, and he's bringing in some Super Witches. He's got Hog Puppet on his RC. I believe that the Rocket Spear is superior, just because it can outrange the most devastating defenses, or some of the most devastating defenses in the game, which are the Ricochet Cannon and Multi-Archer Tower. So he direct targets this Rage Tower, really nice. Now he's letting his Warden clean up some trash buildings and take out this Ricochet Cannon. Drops in this Ice Golem early to distract the Ricochet Cannon. It's always nice whenever you see an outside Ricochet Cannon, you can completely disarm a Ricochet Cannon with an Ice Golem. Really fun to do. And in that Ice Golem strat you saw earlier, a lot of times I will look at the base ahead of time and choose where I'm going to send my Ice Golems based on where Ricochet Cannon is. They're that deadly. And the worst thing about a Ricochet Cannon is it deals nearly double damage on the skip shot, its second shot. And if you're doing an AQ charge with a Warden behind, Warden with low hit points, combined with higher damage from the Ricochet shot from the Ricochet Cannon, can be very problematic. So Kupo's got all his witches into the center, had a very nice wall break. Now his BK is right in the core, and his BK can use the EQ boots to open up this entire core. So really, really beautiful pathing by Kupo. Goes to ability, uses the Spiky Ball, clears out some more defenses. Got Giant on the AQ, and Giant is just so OP. Like, it's seriously like having a second BK. And the very nice thing about the Giant is it can bust through walls if your AQ is on the inside. No more getting caught up on walls. And a lot of times you want that Giant to get down to half health so he can rage and bust through the walls even faster. So now he's got his Super Witches, taking out the Town Hall, taking out everything. Base is absolutely wrecked. Really, really beautiful plan by Kupo. Nice funnel with the Warden Fireball. Nice funnel pushing his heroes into the core, specifically getting the BK. I mean, look at this core right next to the clan castle. All of these walls are completely destroyed. Opened up the core. Perfect. One Viz. Had to use it on the Ricochet Cannon. Ricochet Cannons are deadly. Rest of the defense is distracted by the Super Witches and the big boys. Great hit to Kupo. Love seeing it. So here we have Amethyst, and he's coming in with Root Riders. I believe he has the Haste Vial equipped for his RC. Yep, uses Haste Vial, pushing through. He's trying to take out these Expos and get this Monolith down, most importantly. And then he'll have a funnel. He can choose to go either right or left, depending on which direction his RC goes. So now his RC is going to path down. Just has to worry about this Gigabomb a little bit. Clips his Fox. Recalls. I believe he still has. Yeah, was able to save his Fox. Gigabomb and the Giga Inferno from the Town Hall was not able to take it out. So awesome hit. Awesome recognition. And that's a really smart play when you are doing these Root Rider Spirit Charge attacks. Once you get your funnel, enough for your funnel, just recall your RC. Don't worry about trying to get that one more defense because it's worth it to have your Spirit Fox throughout the raid. Runs into the Tornado Trap. rages up these Root Riders, and notice how the rage now is powering the healers to heal up everything. Out comes some Valks and some Hogs to help further clear out some trash. I would think that I've used these super barbs before in like an AQ charge where half the army is super barbs, and I think they really don't have that much power anymore. They used to at Town Hall 16, but now at Town Hall 17 we have so many multi-targeting defenses. I think you would almost be more benefited to swap out 3 or 6 super barbs and replace them with ice golems. Because like at this backside, this ricochet cannon, could have dropped an ice golem down here with maybe a Valk or a Loon to take out this archer tower and completely stalled all that up. But yeah, awesome hit, awesome base recognition to Amethyst, perfect funneling. Waiting for Amethyst to get settled into the clan a little bit more, and he's going to be dropping some absolutely disgusting hits. Alright, so here we have Liam Exotic, and he's coming in with a Yeti clone Blimp. Giant arrow, rips through the base, taking out Air Sweeper. A bunch of dragons clumped up, and he likes to clump up the dragons, same as STXL, so that the dragons push into the base and clear out the immediate defenses to prevent the AQ from being targeted. Got the Blimp, the Rage, the clones, taking out the Town Hall, bouncing to the other defenses, manages to take out the Fire Spitter next to the Town Hall. Now he's in behind the remaining Fire Spitter. Still has the Minion Prince ability, Dark Orb, and a Henchman Puppet. And we'll see, yep, uses it on the Monolith. Takes that out, and now look at the inside of the base, completely destroyed, and AQ on the outside just wrapping around. Only thing he really has to worry about now is this enemy hero. Goes ahead, drops a poison, slows up the enemy hero. Base completely wrecked. Awesome hit to Liam Exotic. Finishing off the base with RC ability, Rocket Spear, Seeking Shield. AQ taking out these last trash buildings. GG's. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you with the next replay.